All right, everybody, I said I would make a video of what I'm doing with my Wolf Pup. It is a 2021 16 BHS Wolf Pup, the best model they made, obviously. Um, that's an argument for different times on the Wolf Pup pages. I am working currently on this air conditioner install, and basically, um, I'm going to be putting a smaller air conditioner in here. I've already tested it, it works great. But as you guys know, those things are so loud you can't even think, and they're overkill. And unfortunately, my generator doesn't run that one, so I'm putting the 6000 here. I'm going to be doing that in this video. And then also, I'm going to be repairing the blinds. Came out this summer to one of these just laying down here, and basically it had disconnected from here. And so now obviously this is all, loose. But if this happens to you guys, don't call the dealer and complain. It's not their fault. It's easy to fix. It's time consuming, but it's easy to fix. We'll be taking these screws out, pulling this out, and then these ropes just come right out. I ordered some lift cord cable. It's called lift cord. And then when you get to the lift cord on Amazon, you just click gray, and it's literally just this stuff. And you can replace it. Unfortunately, in testing them, I started to mess with that window. That one's like that too. That one was okay, and then obviously that one's that material, so you don't really have to worry about it. So I'm going to be doing those two things in here. Also, Wolf Puppers, I do have a 32, or I think it's 32 inch, but the bigger TV in here. I can show, if anybody's curious about that, I can show them how I did that. There's a lot of videos on there about that. But anyways, so those are the two things I'm going to be doing today on this video. I hope it helps somebody for, making their Wolf Pup better or different. Or maybe I'm making it worse. I don't know. You decide. Well, I was going to make the video with this on, but since it's so loud, you could probably barely hear me. These things are ridiculously loud. When you are in the trailer, you can barely have a conversation with somebody with this thing on. They drive me nuts. One of the reasons I'm doing this. The other reason is because my generator will run the 6000. Well, I have two generators, and I'll show you those here. Hold on. All right, so these are my two generators. Predator 2000. Very quiet, very efficient. You can fill that thing up and go all day. I haven't ran the 6000 AC all day on it yet, so I don't know how well that's going to do. But it's still way better than the 3500 Briggs & Stratton. It's great, but you can't use it for boondocking if you're around other people, because if you're around other people, you will piss them off. This is very loud. This is a house-style generator. But I've been using it for years in my RVs. I've had this one on 3 different RVs, but I'm tired of it. So my options were to figure out a way to use this, basically by switching my air conditioners, or buy the new Predator 3500, which I might still do, but it's quiet. It's like this one, even though it's 3500 watts. But so for now, instead of spending $1,000, I have spent like $250, and I bought this Toshiba 6000 BTU AC. I have it all pulled apart right now because obviously I have to figure out a way to install this stuff. I just got an Ace. I have to drill in the bottom because you have to have somewhere for the water to go. I don't want the water to collect in that area. So I'm going to basically drill a hole through the bottom here, and then I'm going to be installing this. The tube will be installed to that, and then the line will go through the bottom of the trailer. They didn't have a nut for this. I'm sure I could have found one if I did some hardcore driving around and research. But, they use these on radiators and stuff, and I know it's going to rust up a little bit, but I'll just switch it out next year. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I know you're probably thinking, well, what's this cork for? Well, this cork is because if I'm not running the AC, I'm going to see if it'll stay in there. It'll cork the bottom so that bugs don't come up through here. Now, I know obviously it's a travel trailer, so that's going to happen. But anyways, I had posted pictures yesterday of what I've been doing. And then I asked if people wanted to see a video, and they said, oh yeah, so here I am. I made this for it so far. Obviously I have the wood glue on here, so I need to sand it off and repaint this white. But I might even put Reflectix behind it. I know it'll kind of stick away from the wall, but anything I can do to create a barrier, because this puts out so much heat. And that's why you see the Reflectix that I have out there too. The Reflectix all around this is literally all the way around. And that's going to be to force the heat out. I might have to put an exhaust fan in. I don't know. But this old AC is 6,000 BTUs or somewhere near there. And this is what I used to run the generator on. It didn't even change the generator. I did run this one on it too. And for the record, I did put this in the trailer without any of the Reflectix and all that stuff. And it did cool it down. It did work pretty well. But now I'm going to do it the right way. So that's the plan. All right, so I just drilled a 5/8 hole right here. I have the air conditioner mounted in there to where it's actually leaning back this way, away from the inside of the trailer. So I'm hoping, since that's like the low point, that's where most of the water goes. And I'm starting to look at it, and I'm not going to be able to get that clip down there. So I'm kind of hoping that just threading it in will be good enough. And that it won't leak too much around it. I have an idea for if it does though. All right, so like I had thought, I have that threaded in there, and so I'm not gonna be able to put that in there. So, but if you do a 5/8 and you get one that's 5/8, then you know it threads perfectly. It's very tight, but I'm concerned if you look in there that water might leak out around it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put this under it, and I hope that it's not too long. But what I might do is if it's too close to the bottom of the trailer, I will just cut this. And then there'll be like a funnel. So if any water drips around it, then it'll actually just go right through the funnel into the tube. The tube will still go up to the main line, of course. But this is just for like backup, I guess. Now that I say it, actually, it doesn't make too much sense. Because if the tube goes through the funnel and into there, then all this would be doing would be redirect. Yeah, but it'll go down the hole. It'll go down the side of it and hopefully not damage the trailer. Well, now is going to be the scariest part, because what I've got to do is drill down into the trailer, and I'll have to use this drill bit. But what I've got to do is make sure that there's nothing down through the trailer where I'm about to drill this to run the drain line down through. That was weird. I am leaning against this piece of wood, and my car, the windows of my car just all opened up. I guess if you hold the button down, all that happens. So that was odd. Anyways, so now I've got to set that in place, mark it out, and run this through. This is what I've been nervous about. So this is too long or too wide for this area. The air conditioner sits too low. So now I'm going to go in and cut 2 or 3 of these threads off. Can't even see it. And then probably 1 or 2 of those off, so that when it's down here, it's flush to the bottom, or not flush, but a lot closer. All right, so I was gonna go willy-nilly and just cut it off with the electric saw, but instead I'm gonna do this so I can be kind of methodical about how I'm doing it, so I don't ruin the threads. As you can see, I'm fitting it in there, and I probably shouldn't be letting all that pressure on it, but it's probably gonna break. But that's where I need to cut or drill. Well, I am getting closer, but I did have to go buy another one because I cut it far too low and it kept breaking out. And as you saw just in the last clip, I had put too much pressure on it. But I have my hole now with the hose going through it. And then what I'm going to do on this one is, instead of cutting all the threads off, I'm actually going to drill holes in it. And that way, as the water level gets down to the holes, it'll go through the holes into it and down. When you cut the threads off, you know, you kind of take away some of its ability to have strength. So, and you might do this completely different if you're doing this job. I don't know. Another thought I had too is that funnel I showed you guys. I could put this through the funnel and just have the funnel right there and just set the air conditioner in place, and then everything by default would go down the funnel. So I'm going to carry the funnel in here so that if I'm ever traveling and I get somewhere and this is broken, I can actually just twist it out, and then I'll just set that funnel there. Boop. So anyways, now I'm going to go drill the holes in this and cut off a little bit of that so that it's shorter, and then I'll be back. All right, so I've got it on there now, the new one. I'm getting close to putting it in there. So in regards to holding the air conditioner in place, I've installed this bracket on it. That's going to bump up against this and make it impossible for it to go forward. And then in regards to it coming back, I'm actually going to use that strapping. I don't know what this stuff's called, but you know, it's like the metal strap stuff, and I have it screwed in back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over top of the air conditioner. I'm going to remove these 2 screws because they are just holding the top on. I've already taken it off, as you know. So the strap will be in here and here. These screws put back in, and then I will take that strap and then put it closer to over here, and that'll be holding the air conditioner forward, and then this will be stopping it from going into the trailer. I could go and build a bunch of stuff, and there is structure under this Reflectix. I didn't know I was making this video before, or else I would have showed all this. For example, this is just a piece of foam board with Reflectix in front of it, so this can be removed. Because I still got to plug the AC in. And also, I might have to put a vent in here. I might have to find a way to pull the heat out, because it does get very hot behind these air conditioners. So, the other thing is I have to figure out how to get the hose on the end of that thing. So that's what I'm going to do now. All right, well, I got it in there and on, and as you can see, I have the strap just kind of pulling it forward. I had to put that piece of wood in there because of where the drain ended up. It's been on for a few minutes, and there's no condensation coming out yet. I'll cut that, obviously. Very hot, very, very hot. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to put a box fan here. Obviously, this will have to be open. I knew that, but I'm just gonna let it run, see how it does. I'm gonna have to do some tweaking. Let's see if I can. My trim piece, I gotta sand it, and obviously there's a gap on this side. Sorry. So yeah, anyways, it's pumping out really cold air. I just gotta get this. I'll probably cut this here and then move it closer, and then just glue it and sand it and make it all nice. For some reason there's a weird angle down there. It's probably just how I cut it, but anyways, it doesn't look too bad. Pumps out cold air, and yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it for the air conditioner. Now it's just testing to see if the condensation actually goes through that or not. If it doesn't, I'm going to put the funnel there. I'm going to lift all that up, remove it all, put the funnel down, run the hose through the bottom of the funnel, and then that way any water that drips in that area, it'll just go right down to the bottom. So I'm gonna leave this on, close the door, see how nice it gets in there. Oh, one other thing, I am gonna have to remove the fire extinguisher. You know, the Wolf Pups come with this little fire extinguisher, and I will probably end up putting it under here. If there's a fire, might as well take the extra minute just to get it out from under there. So, and then Amazon, I'm still waiting for these cords, so hopefully I can do that today. If not, I'll just make a separate video of it.